30 days later, there was a day, 57.63 AdSense, Amazon, a little more money sold in Amazon. That's one of those websites where I make more money in Amazon because if someone buys just one high-definition television set from me, you make $100, $200 from the sale on a commission. So normally in my, Ken Woods, you said you had luck with plasma television? Yeah. Ken's been a client and friend of mine for a couple of years now. What's interesting about Ken is, where was it we were at? He worked in a telecommunications company for years, did really, really well, and then we were at some seminar together, and I saw him and he hadn't shaved. And I said, welcome to the club. Turns out he'd left his job and went internet marketing full time. And then we don't shave as internet marketers. I had to because I haven't shaved all week when I was in Vegas. So I did shave for you guys. But other than that, I saw Ken with a beard and I said, Ken, what's up? He goes, I left my job. I'm like, welcome to the club. Internet marketing. But that was another thing. I told him, last year, his client, I said I would really pick some plasma television sites and start building them, see if it happens. And this is one, HD TV Reviews blog, that we just threw out there. They came back to me with this report, and I said, okay, let's do something else. Register another 10 or 20 different domains. We'll build more HD TV review blogs. And that's what we did. Competition is our friend. We build sites in highly competitive markets, such as digital cameras, Nintendo Wii, and high-definition television. Traffic still comes. If it's a highly competitive market, don't be afraid of it. I like highly competitive markets. It's simple. One, if it's a highly competitive market, that means there's a lot of advertisers paying big money to advertise on your site, either via AdSense or they will contact you directly and pay you to put a link on your website. That HDTV Reviews blog that we put up in a couple minutes, someone contacted me the second week and offered me $25 a link to put it on my website. I didn't have to contact them. They contacted me, $25 a link. I have a guy that works for me for $8 an hour that would have put those links up for him all day long. I pay him $8 an hour. He could probably put up 100 links in an hour. It's pretty good money. So it doesn't matter if it's a competitive market. In fact, I like competitive markets because there's advertisers. Where there's advertisers, there's dollars being spent. When there's money being spent, there's money to be earned. If there's nobody in the market, if there's no money being spent in the market, how are you going to make money in that market? I mean, unless you have a really obscure little small niche and you are the only player in that market, you can make money. But when someone sees you making money in such a small market, what happens? They knock you off the next week. My friend Frank Kern had said, he told me, I'm going to build, what did he say? $2,000 a month for a website. I'm going to build 1,000 of these little websites, niche sites. They're going to make $50,000 in each. I'm going to make a couple $1 million a year, and I'm done. Well, what he found out was people would see his website was making money. It was a very small niche. Somebody would come in, hire someone for $500 to write the same product, and knock him off. So he owned that market for about a month until people saw he was making money. Then the next month, there's 3 people in that market. Then the next month, there's 6 people in that market. Then the next month, there's 20 people in that market. The market's still the same size market. There's only $1,000 being spent a month in that market. So instead of Frank having $1,000 a month to himself, by the 3rd month, he's got $1,000 he has to split with 20 other people competing against him in the same market. That's why I like competitive markets. If the market's a $3 billion industry like healthcare, actually $30 billion, more than $3 billion, it's healthcare, you carve out your own niche. It's not that small of a niche, right? People who are in dieting spend money on 10 diets a year, don't they? They don't buy just one product, they buy 20 products. So you will find a niche within dieting, correct, or nutrition to make your money, but it's not some obscure little niche. Actually, you're going after the bigger niche of diet, correct? And we all know there's money to be made in dieting. And we just try to carve out something small. And when I say a niche, though, it's a $100 million niche or $20 million niche. It's not a $1,000 niche, and that's what you need to remember. You have to be very careful about how small you go into a niche. Because once you start making money in it, someone's going to knock you off. So why I like competition? I like it because I know there's money being spent, I know there's more than enough traffic to go around, and I can compete in it. So here's how you do it. You leverage social media. More specifically for these sites, you need to put up a blog. You need RSS feeds, which are the integral part of the blog that we like so much. It's not that I like blogs. It's the RSS feeds that are created by the blogs that I will show you how to use to make money with. So the blog is really just something that delivers the RSS feed for me. And social bookmarking. Like I said, social networking, social media promotions, it's so large that you literally could have 100 different techniques and 100 different websites to make money from. So I'm just going to show you today how if you have a free blog, which produces an RSS feed, and using a free tool called social bookmarking, you can do exactly what we did. Because everything that I showed you that happened up to this point, those are the 3 things that we used. A blog, an RSS feed, and a free service to submit the bookmarks. That's all we did. start to finish, less than 30 minutes. For, what was it, 14,000 visitors for the week? Some of them got up to 3,000 visitors a day, unique, within the first 2 weeks after building them. We used free tools, every single one of them, an $8 an hour employee that anyone here can hire, not my guy, but your guys, and take care of it. So what you'll need is a WordPress blog. Blog and Ping is not dead. Blog and Ping is not dead. Don't let anyone tell you that. I spoke about it at John's event 3 or 4 years ago. I hear people say it's dead. No, it's not. I just showed you. I'm getting traffic and leads and sales. Every single day we use it. It's an integral part of our business 4 years later. RSS feeds. My website, totallyfreeblogtools.com/pipes. There's something called Yahoo Pipes. It's a free service from Yahoo that allows you to aggregate RSS feeds and to make little widgets. Does everybody understand what an RSS feed is? No? Okay. RSS feed is simply a way, it's just a distribution channel. What happens is when you have a blog, you have a blog and you post something to your blog, the blog sends a signal out to the search engines that says, we just posted something to our blog, come check it out, and index us and put us in your search results. An RSS feed is just nothing more than a structured text document, so to speak, that's delivered to the search engines that the search engines can look at and they can tell what content you posted because it's in a language that they understand. It's also in a language that your browser understands. So the new browsers, if you take an RSS feed and you plug it into your browsers, you can actually read content like you're reading a book. An RSS feed is nothing more than a way to deliver structured content to people on the internet. That's really all you have to know. It's a text document, literally, that's just shot out there by these blogs, and it brings the search engines in, and it also allows people like me to grab that RSS feed, throw it into my browser, and I'll be able to read what you're writing about on your blog without visiting your blog. I've got a plugin for my Outlook program. It brings in RSS stories. So every morning I fire up my Outlook program, it goes out there and it grabs these RSS feeds from all these blogs and it puts it in my inbox. So instead of me having to go out to every website and reading each story on each website, the RSS feeds are brought into my Outlook program and they turn it into a little book for me to read every morning. It's like a newspaper. All you have to understand is it sends a signal out called a ping. And an RSS feed is just slightly different than that, but that's all you're doing is you're sending out more content from the website that search engines understand and love, and they eat it up, and they come to your website and index the website. Is that clear enough for everyone? I mean, it's basically just a text file being shot out in electronic form to the search engines and to users so they can read it without visiting the website.